Hi everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and welcome to Project Life with Stampin' Up! On Tuesday. That's what I've been doing for you guys. I'm going to do a little process video for you guys here in 1 second, but really quickly I just want to mention that the retiring list has come out with Stampin' Up!, which means everything that is on that list, when it is gone, it is gone. And there's a lot of Project Life stuff on there. All of our Project Life kits are retiring. My hope is that we're going to have new ones in the new catalog. As a demonstrator, I get to see that catalog in just a few short weeks, April 30th. I am so excited to see what's in there and what Project Life stuff we're going to have. So I just want to mention really quickly that all of our kits are retiring. If you want these cards or the accessory kits, you need to get them right away, because when they're gone, they're gone. And I promise you, they go so fast. So you can just click right up top here. That's going to take you to my coordinating blog post. And right at the top is the retiring list. You can check out the products that are retiring. And if you need to place an order, you can do that. So I wanted to give you guys a little look at Kayla's album. Over this last weekend, I dropped all of my photos into all of our albums. So I had photos for our family album, Andrew's album, Violet's album, Kayla's album, and then I also had some photos for my personal progress album. So I dropped all the photos into all the different albums, and now I have some memorabilia that I've been dropping in. I had some for our family album that I got put in. Then I have a few things for Kayla's album. And then also what I was doing is looking at where our albums are set up to. So now my family album, our family album, is set up all the way through August. So then I also set up a couple months for Kayla. So this is March. This is the layout I did last week. This is April. You can see I have a few photos that I've dropped in. I have more photos to drop in here for April. But then I went ahead and I set up May. And for May, I used the confetti Stampin' Up! Kit. I got 2 new core kits, and I'll actually be showing those to you guys on Thursday. So I got 2 new ones, and this is from the confetti edition, and I used those cards to set up May. And then same thing for June, I used the confetti kit. So what I thought I would do is show you guys how I'm going to set up July. I am going to use the everyday, no, this is the Happiness Is kit. So I'm going to go ahead and set up July. I'm going to get it set up. I'm also going to use a couple stamps and stamp out July up here, or yeah, July up here, and then fill in the cards, so that'll be set up. So I'm just gonna speed you guys up and we're going to set this up together. Okay, so really quickly before I get started speeding everything up, I decided to get a different design plastic, and I'm gonna insert some footage right here of how I store my plastics. I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at how I store my plastics. I wanted to get a different style plastic for this month, and I've gone through several different ways of storing my plastics. This is my most recent way that I do it. I have a ton of plastics. I tend to get them when they're on sale. So I have probably 6 or 7 Project Life big boxes of plastics that are organized like as extras. So I have an entire box full of design A that is just tucked into my closet. But what I did, so that I would have a lot on hand, like of all the different designs, I just take a extra album that I had. You can see this says Page Protectors by Becky Higgins, and then they're just organized alphabetically. So I don't have any A in here, and I don't have any D. Design A or Design D I don't have in here, and I do have some Design B, but I'm out of them. So you can see, no, I'm sorry, this is Design B, and then you see it goes into Design C, and you can just flip through, and I have about 10 of each design. So like here's E, F. So this way I just pull this out and then I just go ahead and I grab this out when I want to find a different style. So I just thought I'd pop that in here somewhere so you guys can see what I do. So I just wanted to share with you guys how I store them, and then that way it is easy for me to get them out and grab a different design. So this is design W, and I tend to like the plastics that have the 4x6 photos in this orientation. And so anything that is different than the design A that's still in this orientation, I love because it's really simple for me to be able to use. So what I'm going to do is change out my plastic for July.
Hey, if you want to play, make it about a place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find inspiration. All I'm saying is you can do it. I wanna hear you say, I am independent. I am dedicated. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Yes, I am. I am in control. I am. Watch me go. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Can you hear me say, yes, I am. Destiny require every dream to believe. Take the chance, lead the dance, and run with what is in your heart. Let the magic start. You're in charge. Yes, you can. What's the plan? Come on, let's do this and do it now. I wanna hear you shout. I am independent. I am dedicated. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Yes, I am. I am in control. Watch me go. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Can you hear me say, yes,
all right, guys, I am back, and I just want to show you very briefly what I did. It's pretty simple, and this is what I tend to do a few months out so that during the month I can just drop my photos in. Especially during the busier months of like summertime, I know that we're going to be really busy doing a lot of things and I'm not going to have a lot of time. So I like to have these pages already set up. So I used the Happiness Is kit, and I just did some layering. And this is something that's really easy to do. You just take a 4x4 card and layer it onto a 4x6 card. So I know that all of our kits, all of the Stampin' Up! Kits come with these 4x4 cards. Well, unless you want to cut them down, which you saw that I did. I cut down one of the cards to put into a 3x4 slot. But sometimes you don't want to do that. Sometimes if you want to use the entire card the way it is, you either have to have a page protector that has a 4x4 slot, which some don't. Like in this case, I didn't have any slot that was 4x4. So what I do a lot of the times is just layer them onto 4x6 cards. It gives a great layered effect, and then it also gives you a way to use those cards that maybe you weren't sure how to use before. So I just did this, I layered it together, and then I used the Project Life by Stampin' Up! Stamp set. Let me grab it. I used this stamp set, and mine I just attached to the cover, the inside cover, and I used this stamp set. And I love this stamp set because it just has all of the days of the week and the months, and it makes it super easy. So I just used that, and then I used some of my Lawn Fawn Alphas alphabet sets to do the 2015, and that worked out perfect. And then I added a few little jewels. I thought about using some sequins. You saw me pull some sequins out and see if I had anything that could match, and I really didn't. So that's pretty simple. It'll go right here. Oh, and you know what? I stamped January, and actually this is July. So I just realized I did that. So I actually have another one of these, thankfully. I have another 4x4 circle. I'll just, when I get done here, I'll just swap them out. So I'll do the same thing, but I'll stamp the right month. I don't know why I was thinking January. So I'll stamp July 2015 there. So then you saw down here, I just took this card and I had cut the 4x4 down and I was going to put it in that slot, and then I decided against it. I didn't really like the way it looked. So I just trimmed this out and I used some of the arrow stickers from that accessories kit, and I just used Blackberry Bliss cardstock. So that's the other thing, is you saw me flip through this paper right here. This paper right here is the, I forget the name of it. I can't remember the name of it, but this actually has the Blackberry Bliss, the Hello Honey, and the Sahara Sand. It matches these colors of this kit. It's our in colors for this year. So I was going to see if I had some paper that would match this kit, but I didn't. I'm running really low on that paper. So I just grabbed Blackberry Bliss cardstock and put the cardstock in there, and then I have a couple of the journaling cards. So that worked out perfect. And then over here, what I did, I just did the 2 cards. So this will be a journaling card, and then I did these 2 cards at the end. So I have 2 full kits. I've had 2 full kits of the Happiness Is card kit. So I have 2 of a lot of these cards. So that's why that worked out. So then I just did the journaling card there, and then I did these 2 cards here, and then the photos will just be of summer. So I'll just have the 4 photos again. So all I did was change up this configuration. Instead of having 4 3x4s here, I just have 2 3x4s and then a 4x6. And the other great way to get this look, to achieve this look, is to simply, if I had just a design A that had the 3x4s all the way through the middle, a really great thing to do is just cut a 4x6 card in half, or even a photo. I do that a lot. Cut it in half and then stick it in that pocket, and it kind of gives you a different look or layout if you're getting tired of the same old layout. So that's what her July will look like. Again, I'll redo this card. I'm going to take this out right now so that I can redo that really quick after I turn off the camera. So that will be her July. Again, this is her June, and then May, and then we are in April, and I just have these few little things to put in here. This is a, I made her write her spelling words, and I just gave her a 3x4 card to do that, and they were these words actually right here. And so I'm going to stick all of this stuff right here, right in this pocket. And I know it's not always good to fold things. You know, you get a lot of advice about not folding things. Oh, you can't even see. Let me zoom out a little bit. Not folding things to put them into your albums, but I do, and you know, I guess it's just whatever, however you feel about it, but I do fold things. These are some of the things from her school this last month, and I thought it would be nice to put those in there. And then she made this card. She actually made it in, I'm gonna actually just stick it in, you know what? She doesn't have any room in any of these. I have stuff in the back, in front of each of these. So what I'm going to do is just stick it back here in this. So I get these big 12x12 envelope pages, and I stick one in the back of all of my kids' album, and then like that right there. She specifically asked to keep that for whatever reason. I don't keep all of her stuff. I don't stick a ton of stuff back there, but specifically I did not have a place for that, so that will be perfect in the back of her album. So anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing that short process video of me putting together July for Kayla's album. And then remember, these cards are retiring, so they are no longer going to be around. If you would like to get them, make sure that you pick them up, or even the little accessory kits are good to have. I really like those. I use them in my planner as well. So if you are interested in picking any of those up, you need to do it right away because they are retiring. So thank you guys so much. I will be back on Thursday. I'm going to give you a look at some new core kits, and then I will have a Memory Keeping Friday post for you guys up on Friday. So thank you guys so much for coming by and hanging out with me today. And as always, I will talk to you guys later.